Welcome everybody, here we are for another video, this time with Domain Overlords. I'm testing a bunch of decks because I'm going to be, it's confirmed, I'm going to be playing in a Team Trios tournament in January. And I am the standard seat. For those of you who don't know Team Trios tournaments, they are 3-player teams. Each player is playing a different format against the other team. So there's two people, one person on each team playing standard, one person on each team playing pioneer, and each person on each team playing modern. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to play for standard here. I was playing with mono white. You saw the video, that we released yesterday, and it feels like a good deck. It definitely crushes the aggro decks. The domain match is a little weird. So anyway, this is the domain list I'm running right now, and I'm not sure about a couple of these cards, so that's what we're going to be looking to test today. Scroll Shift is a weird one. It is a win more card. You can obviously see where this becomes very powerful. If you've got a Overlord impending and you end step Scroll Shift, something like an Overlord of the Mistmoors, and you get the trigger and you get to untap and none of the creatures are summoning sick and you get another swing and you make more creatures, that's just like the game usually, right? But it does feel very win more to me, and I'm starting to think, I should be playing more Templock. The worst matchup for this deck is the aggro deck. So it's basically, your typical ramp deck. You're ramping now these days. We're now ramping with Overlord of the Hauntwoods on 3. This is a 3-drop. This is a 4-drop. This usually costs 1. This you can cycle for 2. So even though it looks like we have a lot of expensive costs here, the cards actually can all be played for much cheaper than... It's 2024 Magic, okay? The numbers in the top right corner don't mean anything anymore, okay? Do you even play Modern? We pay 0 for our creatures now. We just, and then we scam them back into play. So Leyline Binding never costs 6. This never costs 7. This never costs 5 and 5. And, so anyway, you're playing a bunch of these Overlords. You're slamming them into play. And then Zur has been the new kind of addition. Zur, people tried this card a long time ago just because of Leyline Binding. Having a big 6/6 lifelink, hexproof, death touch creature is really good. And it was never good enough. Now, with all these Overlords, it's actually not only good enough, but it's slowly crept up from 2 in the deck to 3 to 4. So now we're playing the full 4 Zur. It is the best card in the deck. When you've got any Overlord in play, it's just almost impossible for your opponent to interact with. The only way you beat it is with sweepers. You saw me beat Domain yesterday by doing that. Like, they had Zur, they get one hit in, then you sweep, then they have to rebuild. Against sweepers, you have to be careful with Zur, because of course if you activate Leyline Binding and try and get in, and they have a sweeper, or they kill Zur and kill Leyline or something like that, a sacrifice effect. In my Dimir list, I'm playing cards like Blot Out. Blot Out is very good right now against this deck, so you got to be careful. But it's not hard to engineer a situation where, your opponent taps out and then you just Zur slam and just gain 12 life, 10 life, whatever, and that's it. So that's the deck. We're playing 5 sweepers, 2 split up, a Templock, and 2 Sunfall. Sunfall used to be a 4 of, but it's just come down and down and down. It's just too slow against the aggro decks. That's your worst matchup. So you're playing 3 mana sweepers to try and, stem the bleeding against mono red and Gruul and all that stuff. So anyway, Scroll Shift I might cut, but let's leave it in there for today. The sideboard, obviously a bunch of anti-aggro stuff, Authorities, Elspeth, Smites. Paw Patch comes in against the white decks with Caretaker's Talent and stuff. Elesh Norn and Doppelganger for the mirror. Rest in peace for the graveyard decks. I could see playing more Smite. I could see playing another temporary lockdown in the sideboard. Maybe cut a Paw Patch for that. Because, we still have Get Lost. Get Lost is just the best removal spell right now. It's so good against the Unholy Annexes and the Caretaker's Talents and all that stuff. So, I don't know, I could see cutting this because I think Golgari's already such an easy match. We don't need to bring in extra stuff. Whereas I do need to bring in extra stuff against aggro, right? I could see putting a 3rd Smite in, or maybe, like I said, another Templock. But let's see how bad. This is what I need to find out today. How bad is our aggro matchup? If I can make it not that bad, then I think this might be the best deck and for me, and I'm gonna try and play this. So anyway, we'll run it through a 5-match set. I think I'm somewhere in Diamond 2 or something 1. We'll try and get up to Mythic today and see if we can. I'll see you in round 1. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round number 1. We win the die roll because we're good at Magic. I keep. Turn off the lights. It's bright as hell in here. Why is it so goddamn bright? I hate this wallpaper. You go away. I want to look for, obviously, an Overlord. The green Overlord is the first one you obviously want every single game. Okay. Uh-oh. Not doing very much over here. Another white-black deck. Before I started recording this 5-match set, we played a little warm-up match, and I played against the weird white-black aggro deck. I don't know. Maybe I should look at the MTG Top 8 results. Has there been some weird... a deck that suddenly did well in a challenge that was like a white-black aggro deck? But, yeah. And Dude, how you doing, man? I saw your message earlier. I didn't reply, but... Ooh. Okay. Awkward, but yeah, I'm gonna pay the life. You get your hit in. Definitely don't want to leyline that thing. You have to be careful with Leyline Binding. It's a great removal spell, but it's also a big liability if you hit the wrong thing. I mean, you saw in the video set yesterday when I was playing mono white, you know, against opponents that have enchantment removal, you've got to be very careful that you don't eat, like, you know, somebody Leyline Binding to my Overlord, and I just won the game because I killed their binding on end step, got the Overlord back, trigger, untap, swing, trigger. That was it. I could lock down all these maps. It's kind of tempting, but that's kind of a silly use of this. Missing the double blue for the Overlord, sadly. So we're stuck waiting. A white-black mid-range deck. Very interesting. Again, could bind this? Oh, no, Torf. Okay. Sorry, Torf. Got to cut off the intro music. We're recording for YouTube. I really don't want to get lost this, but I think I will. Because, man. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. I don't think their deck's going to play anything that costs 2. It looks like it's all 3 drops and, yeah, and higher. Oh, is this hexproof? Oh, from instance. Great. Doesn't matter. Binderino? They have something to protect it on their turn. Boop. Not an instant. Just has flash. See how they word these cards now to get around all the... Okay. Huh. Right. Should I take a hit here? Let's see. I do want to make a land drop. I think I'm going to take a hit and try and... Yeah, okay. And I get to Leyline still. Okay. I'm going to split up here. I want to save Leyline for Unholy Annex if they have another one. Sure. Yeah, temporary lockdown not great here. 4 cards in their hand. I assume they are all removal spells. Jeez, this is a deadly hand. This is the problem with playing these kind of decks, right? Double blue cards in hand, only 1 blue source, blue-black card uncastable. So despite having 4 cards in my hand, I can't cast any except 1. Now, it is going to draw me a card. I should maybe just cast this on main phase to see if I can draw a land, a blue land, or a black land. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I think it's still too important to hit an Unholy Annex. I don't know. I'm going to take 3 here. See what happens. And if they don't play Annex, then maybe I guess I will leyline it on end step, right? Yep, that's the one. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Let's see what we find. I get to draw first tapped land. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna eat this because I still could draw Sunfall here. Another split up. Split up, not amazing actually here. Okay. That lets me Overlord. Is it that instead of Backstreet here? I think it is. I just want to see if I can find some more action. Cavern. Okay, that lets me cast Zur next turn. There's Sunfall. Okay. And do I play this and then take 9, 10, 11, 12? Wow, I'm very close to dying here. I don't think it matters. Go. I don't have any removal anymore. I burned through all of my removal before I could cast my other spells, so I needed to cast some other spells a little bit sooner and save some of that removal, but when the only spells you can cast are removal, you gotta cast the removal. Whoa, they didn't attack with the land. They could have almost killed me here. Okay. How do we do this? I think it's Sunfall. See what we draw here. And then I have a creature back to block with this token. Oh, and there's Binding. Okay. So I will play an untapped land here so that I can activate token and Binding. Could name Avatar, but I think I'm going to name Human? No, it's fine. Avatar, we've got that any colored land to cast Zur with here. The everywhere, not anywhere, everywhere land. Yeah, that is fine. Wow, I'm glad they're not attacking me with Restless Fortress. That is great. Okay, attackers. I think I am gonna Binding here, draw cards. Nice. Zur is great here. I'm sure their hand is just a bunch of go for the throats, right? So I think Zur is gonna be really nice. The first one is gonna die, and then the oh, there's cut down. Annoying. Yes. Good. They should have saved that for Zur. You gotta save that for my turn, buddy. I will keep that, I think, actually. Okay, let's activate you. And I don't think I'm going to activate anybody else. Because I might draw... I was going to say, I might draw a removal spell here. Just want to gain the 5 life for now. And then I leave up 3. I leave up, yeah, I'm going to leave up the Zur activation here. I can activate my other Overlord. Or I can even activate a Leyline Binding on instep. That's a little riskier, but Zur is definitely going to die here. I think I am going to activate this. Okay. Deal. Like I said, their hand is a bunch of go for the throats, as predicted. Yeah, exactly what I said. Now they're empty-handed. Great. And I've got more Zurs. I don't need land. I could just Zur and then swing with all these ley lines. That's pretty good, right? What are the odds they're going to play a sweeper? 0, right?
Finish him.
Yes. Yes, Torf. Okay, very nice. That in their top deck mode here, so that's GG. Let's go to game 2. I love it. I love it. I love when opponents do that. Yeah, I do the same thing. I'm like, look at all these spells that do nothing. I scoop. Okay. White, black, mid-range. I mean, it's got to be this. This hits the Seraph, it hits the Unholy Annex, it hits the Demons, it hits maybe other stuff. I have no idea what they're going to sideboard in, so I'm going to bring in the Paw Patch. Elesh Norn, not really doing anything here. Elenda. Some interesting stuff. I wonder if they're... It's when I see Phyrexian Fleshgorger and Steel Seraph in the same deck, the first thing I think is they're blinking. They're blinking these with something. Or reanimating. But I didn't see any self-mill, discard, or reanimation. So I think it's probably a white blink effect. They're trying to blink these and get value and, you know, have them come in as huge dorks, right? Templock definitely coming out here. Scroll Shift, I think I'm going to take out against the white-black deck because they're going to side in a bunch of instant speed white enchantment removal, like Destroy Evil, Get Lost if they don't already have it, that kind of stuff. What am I going to cut? Maybe one Overlord? I always cut one blue Overlord. I don't know why. It's the clunkiest to me, but anyway, how you doing, Torf? Hopefully everybody good. Recording for YouTube, so I can't pay too much. I need more islands, yes. Oh, last game? Yeah, of course. Didn't have island. Yep. Land will attack. Yeah. Right, that's what I thought. They didn't attack with the land, though. That was weird. Their hand was a bunch of Alendas and go for the throats. I put them on all spot removal. Sure enough, they had anoint, go for the throat, go for the throat, go for the throat. So, yeah. I could scroll shift to get cut. Yeah, scroll shift definitely gets cut. Dazza, how you doing, buddy? Happy Thanksgiving. Ashtilzil's anti go for the throat pile. I don't know what that looks like. No, this is a deck that did well in the what is it called? The showcase, standard showcase challenge, standard something like that. Showcase challenge, 250 player tournament. This was one of the decks that got top 8. Got a mulligan this one, unfortunately. Keeping. I think I'm going to ditch the black land here. It's the least important land. Archive surveilling. Okay. Still think I want to lead with... actually... Oh, I don't even know if that's correct. Shit. I'm still going to keep that on top. I should have probably led with Hedge Maze. I need to make double green on 3, but, you know, I can still do it this way, but I... Oh, duress, sure. Whatever. Doesn't matter what they take here. Maybe they take Paw Patch. No. Maybe Paw Patch is a mistake. Oh, yeah. Annex? If it was Annex, they would have taken a Paw Patch, right? Yeah, it's Steel Seraph. Paw Patch still hits that. Good, good. Tempting to cast Beanstalk here. I am at a high life total. Let's go for Beanstalk. Let's see what happens. Not bad. Sure. Doesn't matter what they take. Oh, they're the opponent's deck. Yeah, I have no idea. Anti go for the throat? Oh, so it's playing a bunch of cards that are good against go for the throat? That's why the artifacts? Yikes. That's not... There's probably better ways to... How about just not play creatures? Because you're playing a bunch of mediocre creatures. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. See? That's what's going on. That makes more sense. I was saying, they must be blinking it with something, right? You don't just play these to dodge go for the throat. That's not good enough. You've got to be blinking these or reanimating. This and Phyrexian Fleshgorger want to be blinked or reanimated so that they can become their big selves. But no, instead they scry. Okay. Well, they know I have Paw Patch to kill that guy. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Huh. I should probably kill this Steel Seraph, right? But I'm not going to. Okay, and then draw 2. Probably toss a Zur here. But yeah, I guess you're right. These artifact creatures do dodge cut down and go for the throat, and they don't dodge anoint, though. Anoint's seeing a lot of play right now. Anyway, I think you're just never dodging black removal. Just play cards that either ETB and do something, so you don't care if they have the removal. Or blink these, though. That's a real plan. That feels powerful if you can pull it off. The blink spells are kind of weak in standard, though. There's a Lenda. Can I find a Wrath? Thank you. Well, hold up. It's not a great Wrath. At 12. Yeah, this is the problem with these domain decks, the way they're built now. Okay. Untapped creatures. Just leave them with the Charming Prince here. And see what happens. Could Zur next turn. Could have Zur'd that turn, but their board is a little too big. Let's put them down to 2 cards there. That feels good. Might cycle this Migration next turn if we don't pull a land here, and then see what happens. Probably just leaving up Leyline. I want a Leyline and Unholy Annex here, but we'll see what they do. Bruno, how you doing? Beanstalk should be banned in Standard? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it should be banned in Standard, but did Onion mention that? Torf strikes again, yeah. Torf, stop harassing other people in chat. How many times do I have to tell you that, Torf? Stop harassing people in chat. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's just get the black source here. Gain a little bit of life. Cast Overlord, draw a card. Make some bodies. There's another sweeper. I probably should get that Annex off the battlefield, but I'm going to build out my board because if I can go Zur, activate Swing here, I don't know if they're going to tap out for a demon. Like, they might. Yeah, they're going to do it. And then we just get just a massive swing. Oh boy. They didn't go for demon, huh? Okay, I'm happy to trade there. They lose 2. See what's on top. Do not want. I want to bind that ritual chamber. But my Leyline costs 2, so I can't go Zur activate plus Leyline. But boy, it's hard not to slam Zur here. I think I am gonna go Zur. Like, I know they don't have mana up here to kill it, so I'm getting a free shot here. Gaining a lot of life. And they're at 8. I assume now they have to play that ritual chamber here. Naturally. Now that they have the mana to kill it, I'm assuming they're going to do so. Exercise, sure. I think it's already done its job. Huh. I don't know. Giving them a free one here. Should just block with 1 guy there instead of 3, but whatever. Sure. Don't mind that. Actually, I'm just going to herd migration, right? Yeah, we'll take that one. Oh, wow. The top deck. Are you kidding? That was their top deck. Very nice. Very nice. I think I killed the demon? Is that crazy? I don't know if that's the actual correct answer here. Nice. The Legion stashes off the top right after I heard my great. It was nasty. Yeah. So that next binding kills their Unholy Annex. Show them the Leyline on top. This game's over. More Legions? Charming Prince. Scry, scry. Oh, gain 3 life? Oh, okay. Oh, but not the full version? Why not just pay 6 or whatever? They could have cast it for 6. Yeah, we're gonna finish him, Torf. Don't you worry about that. Alright, punch. Alright. Match 1 in the books. Black-white goes down. I will see you in round 2. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are in round number 2. This is very slow. I don't think I can keep this. Against a lot of decks, I'm just going to be dead. I'm going to mulligan this. I can keep this. I'm on the draw here, so this is much better. Any third land gets me the green Overlord, and then, yeah, any blue land I can start maybe looting to find more land. And there's the aggro card, yep. So against aggro, there it is. Beautiful. So that was definitely a great mulligan there. I need 2 white sources to make temp lockdown and split up work here, but with Overlord of the Hauntwoods, hopefully that's enough time to get Lost on 2, Overlord on 3, and then maybe we can put something together. Okay, they didn't play a 2-drop. That makes me feel good. Great. If they just pump this guy, that's fantastic for us. Hasty boy. This guy does 3, this guy does 2. One of them is so much more dangerous than the other, though, right? I've got to kill Emberheart here. God damn it. Maybe I rip a white source? We'll see. But how's life? How's everything going in your neck of the woods? Hopefully well. World's a crazy place. Give thanks for what you have. A lot of people probably have less than you. So... yeah, exactly, Calyx. Yeah, I agree. Even though 3 damage versus 2, I think the Emberheart is... you can't let them untap with that card. And, yeah, had I killed the Hired Claw, I would have given them maps to even trigger it. Like, forget it. Wow, really? Oh, that's amazing. If that's the best they're doing here... okay, now we just get to temp lock this away and leave up the... ooh, I guess I can't... no. I can't leave up Binding here. That's okay, though. Yeah. Yeah, I really should not play Scroll Shift and just play a second temp lock. I feel like it's just, you need these temp locks against aggro. What else you got? It's a good one. Okay. I want to make land drops. So I think I'm going to lead with this. Be careful how we tap here. I guess it doesn't matter. We only have the 2 blue sources anyway. Honestly, I think I'm ditching the Overlord. We just don't need that yet. And I could get lost. I don't really want to give them the maps. Let's just pass and see what they do on their turn. We're 1 turn away from a 6/5 ETBing here to help steady the board. Swifty? Any spells? I wouldn't cast anything if I was my opponent here. Don't be greedy. Yeah, good boy. Okay, they're definitely going to go for Swift Spear now. There's no red spell to protect this that I know of. If this was green-red, it would be a different story. Oh, they're going to target their own guy? An interesting spot. I think I'm actually going to burn another removal spell here and trade 2 for 2. I have to be able to gain life here, and if they do 5 to their own guy, then I'm going to die. So I have to do this. The good news is they don't get the maps, so we did it in the right order at least, but I could have get losted the Swift Spear, I guess? Oh, what, they have 2 Witch Stalker? Oh, you luck sack. Okay, well then I'm probably going to die now, right? So I take 2, and then I take... 3 more? They have no more cards, but I'm at 2 life, and they have Burst Lightnings in their deck. Let's see what we can find. Need to find a Zur. Oh no, I can't gain life anymore, so yeah, I don't think I can win this game now. Like I said, not a great match. Game 1. I mean, I'm trying to think if I want to even cast this, but I think I have to. In case they do draw another Witchstalker Frenzy, they could kill me. So I have to... like, one creature with 5 toughness is not enough here. Let's see if we can fade a burn spell for like 10 turns. Wow, and they top decked it. Had I not cast Split up there, we'd be dead. Ooh, this'll kill them pretty quick. Okay. Got a Fate and Burn spell for 2 turns. Game 1 is like 15%. Oh my lord. Oh goodness. Okay. Shift. Yeah, like I can't scroll shift into a Zur to finish them here. Shit. Okay, we're swinging. One more draw step. Can we fade it? Thoughts and prayers, chat. Thoughts and prayers. One time. Yes. Easy. See? Just have to pray. Just have to pray to the imaginary god of magic. Yes, that was lucky. Dear Lord. Okay, we top decked that herd migration just in time. All right, Consuls, Smite. After that, it gets a little icky. Making food, drawing a card. I don't know if that's any good. Okay, so what do you side out here? Obviously, scroll shift comes out, but is it Up the Beanstalk? Overlord of the Floodpits. Up the Beanstalk is a little too slow. Like, I definitely want to cut some number of those. I think everything else is good, though, right? Herd Migration just gains life. I'm never cutting that. Maybe Overlord of the Floodpits and Beanstalk? Something like that. Easy, just fading those burn spells like a champ. Neo from the Matrix. What? Burst Lightning? Nope. You die. I think I'm going to cut the Beanstalks. I'm not an expert with this deck yet. I've only dabbled a little bit. So if anybody is a little bit more experienced than I am, how do you sideboard against aggro? I'm curious. What do you take out? I know what to bring in, but what do you take out against aggro? Orange, what up? Happy Friday, buddy. It's the weekend. Oh shit, it's been the weekend already for one day, right? For my American friends. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And on YouTube, happy Thanksgiving to all my American homies and homegirls. Homies is unisex. Girls, guys, you're all my homies. The White Overlord. Oh yeah, White Overlords is not amazing either. I could see that. Okay. You don't think you ever cut beans? I'm definitely going to shave one beanstalk here. Do you cut the Overlord of the Floodpits instead? Still digesting, I hear you. I'm even changing departments. Oh, no shit, Torf. Wow. Hey, get away from those customers. Very nice. I've done a lot of customer service jobs, and boy, I do. And retail. Oh my god, working in retail. Working with the public. Working with the general public is... it can be stressful. A lot of people just don't know how to treat other human beings with respect in public, out in society. It's like I don't know, a lot of customers feel so entitled. Like I'm the customer, like, what do you mean? And they can just talk shit to you and just like be assholes. It's like, what? I'm still a human being here. Hello? I'm not maybe one day we'll get to the point where AI robots, what would you like to order? And people are like spitting in their face and like throwing drinks at them. But nobody's done that to me, but I'm saying, that's okay. Robots can handle it. Until they rise up and kill us all. I'm going to keep. This is a sketchy keep, but I'm going to try it. Okay, especially on the draw. Taking out Beanstalk. Oh, interesting. You're playing Force Smite main. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think I'm not quite that desperate, but I'm getting there. I'm getting closer. I'm definitely going to cut Scroll Shift. I was even debating doing it when we were at the start. I was explaining the deck and stuff, and I'm like, should I cut? I should probably cut Scroll Shift, but... Obviously, in these matchups, it's atrocious, but it is good in the mid-range and other slow, controlling matchups like the Mirror or the Mono-White deck. But even those decks, they play a lot of, Get Losts, right? The Mirror, they're going to play Get Losts. Okay, I'm definitely going to cycle Migration here. I'm trying to think of what I should get. I guess it's just blue, right? It's always blue. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Keep going. Hit me. No fear? Not... Oh, okay. I thought they were going to pump again. I'm like, really? Ha! Burst that. Got him. Still taking a lot of damage here. Okay. Time to do the splits. Man. Boy, I know one of these days I'm going to click on the wrong half of that card and I'm going to stop the stream and go cry myself to sleep. It's gonna happen. I don't know when. I know that day is coming. Ooh, opponent stuck on 2. Only 2 cards. I like what I'm seeing over here. Could Templock this filthy mouse? It's that good? I think I will. It's that good. I am gonna Templock the goddamn mouse. Play a tap land. Do not need. Can name human with Cavern to get Zur online here. Overlord obviously gonna make us an everywhere land as well. Bunch of pump spells in your hand? Great. Great. Oh no. They go to post-combat main phase to cast their guy. That's a choice. I love picking up that Smite there. I don't think it matters how I play this. I'm trying to think of what the optimal land to play is here, based on what I want to play this turn and what I want to play next turn, but it doesn't matter. As long as I'm playing Overlord, my mana is going to be fine, and then we're going to Herd Migration. I think we're going to be okay here. I think we're going to be okay. What do they have? No land means all spells in their hand. That's a little scary here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I want to pull the trigger on Smite, but I feel like my opponent has a trick here, and I'm going to get wrecked. I know Monstrous Rage is not enough, but... Okay, let's get the Black Source here. Should I activate Swing? I'm going to pass. Can activate on both of these. I don't really want to lose Lockdown, but see what happens here. I think just the activation on Overlord is going to be enough. Heartfire. Yeah. Pumping him up. Uh-oh. Can't activate the Rock Face. Gonna ping me. Damn. Mono red. Crunch into the dust. Overlords.
I will see you in the next round. No, I did not. No, I did not have fun. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round number 3. We're 2-0 in this little 5-match set. I think I can keep this. Turn 3 Overlord is almost unmulliganable, as long as you can cast it. It's kind of what your whole deck is trying to do. This really ties the whole room together. If you don't have this, it's awkward. Your Leyline Bindings cost 3, and your, Zur is uncastable, etc. It happens. Okay, is it a Johnny or a Janny? I think I say a Johnny, but I've heard people say a Janny. I think they're Canadian. Canadians call it a Janny. Hey there, you summoning a Janny, are ya? Oh, that's great. What are you talking about? That's the East Coast. East Coast Canadians call it a Janny. It's like pajamas or pajamas. Mario? I used to say Mario. My uncle's name was Mario, and everybody called him Mario. Nobody I know said Mario until I was a voice actor, and then people were like, "Oh, can you say that again? It's Mario." And I'm like, "Oh, what? It is? Oh shit, I did not know that." I'm gonna keep. This is like too many Overlords here. Playing against Jeskai Convoke. I've got the split up. There's a lot of Overlords. I think I'm just looking for more sweepers here. I mean, that guy digs me to more sweepers, but he's a do-nothing. I'm not going to take turn 3 off to dig. Obviously, I'm going to play this guy on 3, and then we've got split up. Let's see how wide they go here. Oh, beautiful. This is going to be, okay, Restless, or what is it called? Resolute Reinforcements. I've got no 2s. They're on the play, and they've got already a very good draw here. The 1-drop into Resolute Reinforcements, untap, Convoke, Knight Errant, and then turn 4, we're looking at Lethal with an Imidane's Recruiter here. So I've got to be a little bit careful. If they have a Gleeful Demolition right now as well. Oh, they just go for the Recruiter now. Great. Okay, well now Split Up's insane. Good. They kind of blew their load a little bit early there. I'm not sure why, but... kill all you dorks. We'll see. Single herd migration, right. They say nice. Yeah, that's why we play it. I don't know why you did that so quickly. That was a little premature, but, you know, you do you. I'm at 10. End step reinforcements. Untap second Imidane's recruiter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's exactly lethal. So I could leave up herd migration here. But I think I should just play Overlord of the Mistmoors. And that'll stabilize. Because unlike the red decks, like the mono red decks, they don't have Monstrous Rage. They don't have a way to like trample over these 2/1s. So if I can put a couple blockers into play, because otherwise, again, if their last 2 cards are Imidanes and a second Imidane, second Resolute Reinforcements, I take 10. So I have to do this, right? George's dad. Festivus for the rest of us. Yeah, George's dad. These are the feats of strength right now that we're witnessing. Okay? The rite of passage to manhood. Womanhood as well. Women don't have the stupid rites of passage. Women aren't as stupid as men when it comes to that shit. Women are like, no, look, the rite of passage is, are you a good person? Great. Men are like, oh, who's the strongest? Who's the most fearsome? Why? Why? Being strong and fearsome is useless in 2024. You don't need to be. You're just a douchebag. This isn't the year 1000 BC. Great. They died. I'm gonna bring in, what am I gonna bring in? Authority's decent. It does gain you a lot of life. Overlord, I think, is good here, unlike the last match. Because, again, they can't trample over this guy very easily. Scroll Shift comes out. I should just cut this card. Jeskai Convoke is on the rise, too. That deck is very good and has a good match against a lot of the other decks. I'm so tempted to cut these Overlord of the Floodpits every match. Not all of them, but like shave 1 or 2. Again, I defer to you, chat. What do you guys think? Hey, Divine Verdict, how you doing, buddy? Happy Thanksgiving? Yeah, I mean, I had mine a month ago, and no turkey. My family, we didn't get together. My family's too far away. But happy Turkey Day to all my American friends. Hopefully you gobbled up a lot of turkey. Elesh. Oh, yeah, Elesh is good. Good call. Yeah. I forgot about Elesh. That is true. Elesh, I rarely bring in outside of the Domain Mirror, but in this match, it makes sense. Yeah. You get yelled at? What do you mean, Divine? Are you serious? That is a them problem. That's not you. If you hold the door open for somebody and somebody gives you shit, that's on them. They are fucking weird. Don't let that. Don't stop holding doors open for people. You're good. You're a professional human being. Don't let them keep you down. I think I'm gonna take out. They feel well liberated. That doesn't mean people can't be nice to me because I'm free. I can do my own stuff and blah blah blah. But it's still nice when people are nice to you. This has nothing to do, but I know what you mean. There's people who are a little too militant with that stuff, and not a great place to be. I think I'm gonna cut 1 beans. Bird migration. I'm gonna try this. Basically, yeah, taking out those overlords. Let's see what happens. See how it goes. Authority. Respect my authority. Should I keep this? I will. Hedge Maze finds us a second white, probably. We've got this to make whatever color. Even, like, double authority, it doesn't matter that the creatures they're going to play aren't hasty. They get haste from the Imidanes, but just the life gain, the passive life gain from authority, because they make so many creatures. Yeah. Like, that's huge. That's a great start from them, though. Boy, I need to find a second white here. Stat. Okay, well, that'll do it. So I'm just going to herd migrate for a second white rather than take a gamble on Surveil or top deck with Beanstalk. Let's just cycle herd migration here. 23. They can't kill me with an Imidane's Recruiter. It's fine. Yeah, cut the... That's exactly what I did, Cart. Yeah, I agree. Ah. That's a good one. But split up is beautiful with Authority of the Consuls here. Yeah. Because I get to wreck house here. They really shouldn't contribute anything else to the board. That said, if they have a Protect the Negotiators, I'm in trouble here, right? So we'll see what happens. They could have that's their sideboard card, right? They're gonna side in some goofy ass counterspell. If they have it, I'm dead. I don't think I have any choice. What if I go Beanstalk Authority of the Consuls? Is that crazy? They play it. Because Authority, well, no, I just got to go for this. Let's see what happens. I know they're going to counter this, but that's fine. We're already at 27, so even an Imidane's Recruiter here can't kill me. Oh, lovely. Okay, well, they didn't have a counter spell. Sometimes they don't have it. I just assume the worst, but I'm a glass half empty kind of guy. I'll see you in the next round. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round number 4. We're 3-0 with the Domain Overlords deck. We're on the draw here. Bit of a clunker. I think I can keep this. Again, if I'm against aggro, we're like 10% to win with this hand or less. Lazy Punda. I like it. If I'm against anything else, then I feel pretty good. Because turn 3 Overlord is always good. Okay, Dimir mid-range. Let's lead with Hedge Maze here. Okay, that lets me cast the Overlord of the Floodpits. I really don't want another land, though. I'm going to ditch this. The Overlord of the Hauntwoods lets me cast Floodpits. I don't need to Floodpits on 3, although I want to ditch some of these lands. Okay. I guess. I just need one, but... No plays. I was definitely expecting a turn 2 Mastermind on my end step there. What does this mean? What's happening right now? Me confuse. Me big confuse. Let's go. Boom. I think this is a counter spell. 3 steps? Maybe it's Phantom Interference. Yep. I guess they have no creatures? Yeah, that's totally fine. I'm glad I kept that second one on top now. Is that a... Oh, no, that's a black. Okay, right. I hate this land. They should never print lands like this. Okay. Got both the Phantom Interferences out of their deck already? That's pretty good. Now I just don't have to play around a counter spell, right? Oh, I should have kept that Cavern on top, though, right? Oops. I just realized. Yeah. I'm like, wait, none of those resolved, so I don't have an everywhere land. My opponent's just on a bunch of counters, apparently. This is good for us. Get to ditch these planes. Do we see a 3 steps here? Nah. These decks usually only play 2 counterspells, so I guess my opponent had both in the opener. Oh, I only need to discard 1. What am I doing? Okay. Zur is an interesting one here. I'm pretty sure the last few cards in their hand are Go for the Throats and Cut Downs, so Zur is never going to survive. I've got to basically wait for a turn when they're tapped out, which now at 6 mana, that's just not going to happen. Yeah, both of these guys are just going to die immediately. They're going to cut down the Zur, and then they're going to go for the throat my Overlord if I activate. So I pass. Okay. Do I bind that? I guess so. I mean, they're going to take my binding anyway. I do want it in play to potentially Zur, but they're going to look at my hand. They're going to see both Zurs, and then they're just going to leave up their removal for the rest of the game. But eventually this Overlord will come off impending, and then they'll have to go for the throat that. Lit up sucks. Yeah, me going for Zur here is not going to work out very well. Just pass. Can't believe they haven't had anything on my end step yet. No Enduring Curiosity, no nothing. Okay.
I didn't do fucking shit! I didn't read shit!
I don't read! Reading's for them city folk! God damn it. Okay. Divine, am I playing on the Arena Open? I was going to, but I don't know. I probably won't. I haven't been playing any Foundations draft. I might fire one. I'll fire one bullet on the Open probably, but I usually shoot one. But I haven't been doing any draft. I do draft for like the first week, and then I go back to Standard, and then I'm like back on draft, and I'm all over the place. So I know people who watch my channel don't like that either. The people who want me to play draft only want to see me draft. The people who only want to see Standard only want to see Standard. They don't, you know, so it's like never sure what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I just do what I want. That's what I'm supposed to do, is what I feel like doing, let's be honest, but shit. I don't need the land, but I kind of want to make a land drop here, and it's a surveil land, but I'm going to ditch it. What a weird game against a mere mid-range here. This is bizarre. Malcolm. Okay. I'm going to stop on their upkeep and bind this. Let's see what happens. Okay, nothing. There's a reef. Reef is a problem. Only my Get Losts will touch that guy. Domain is a deck that struggles with creature lands. Okay, with 2 cards left, I'm going to go for this. Let's see what happens. Play our first Zur. Pretty sure this is going to get cut down. Pass. Okay, they have one more card. I guess I should have just gone for it on my, maybe I should have just gone for it on my, you know, combat and just swung. Yeah. I totally should have. I'm giving them credit for a go for the throat when they don't have it. Let's swing. Don't need the land. Okay, well, if they don't have an answer to this, that's a nice 4-turn clock. Could speed it up. We do get got. Well, no, they have to have 3 steps ahead here. We can play around Phantom Interference. See if they have the 3 steps. Malcolm. Uh-huh. Pass. Okay. Got him. Man, this deck, I mean, I don't know what happened with my opponent's draw there. They didn't play, they're a tempo deck. They play a bunch of cheap spells, but they only had like 3 creatures the whole game. They played a bunch of interaction, but weird. Okay, Smite is good against them. Paw Patch hitting flying creatures or enchantments is good. It hits a Curiosity. It doesn't exile the Curiosity, though. Smite's the perfect card against Curiosity. ETBs are no good. We don't have a ton for this match, but I think the matchup is good already. Take out Scroll Shift, as is tradition. And maybe Templock is still good. Maybe cut an Overlord. I think I'm just going to side in 2 Smite. I don't think anything else makes sense. Thank you, Divine Verdict. Hey, join me if you can. I know you're probably busy, but hey, join me. I love hearing other people's ideas with my sealed pool. Sometimes I'll literally build the deck and then I'll check the chat just to make sure. And somebody has said something like, "Why don't you try this?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, holy crap! Didn't even think about that. Brilliant. We're better together. All of our brains, all of our smooth brains together equal semi-wrinkly brain. Kind of not like it's less smooth." A rough brain. A sandpaper brain. Okay, I think I can run it like this, right? I drew a lot of lands. They drew. Okay, I was like, am I playing against you right now? Holy crap. We are one brain. I mean, soon enough. Wait till like Ready Player One virtual reality type stuff exists, where it's like, you know, what are those games like Second Life and stuff, except we're like in a haptic suit and like it's pure like VR. Haptic suits are going to be crazy. I can't wait for it. Can somebody invent a haptic suit already? You know it's just going to be immediately used for porn. Immediately. There's going to be an X-rated version of it. One stoned brain. There you go. Somewhere between the two. Yeah, I think the matchup is good here. I agree. Smoltron's codename's brain. Yeah, well, it's funny. I think Smoltron, he uses a translator to translate certain words. And I think the translator, it like he's putting either an English word into a Swedish translator and it's spitting out something totally different, or he's taking a Swedish word, putting it into like a Swedish translator, and it's telling him what the Swedish translator says it is in English. I think that's what gives him interesting idea. But he goes deep on like anime references and things like that. That's tough. I don't know them, but anyway, we will mulligan this. I can't really keep this. This is uncastable. I have one spell I can cast on the draw. I'm gonna mulligan this. I can keep this. Yeah, I can definitely keep this. This is a good 5. Lands, please. Nope. Ugh. Tempting to actually keep that on top, but I really just need lands. Oh yeah, if I can hit lands here. Please don't counter this. Yeah, they're gonna counter. Nope. Oh, beautiful. Much, much worse than a Fairy Mastermind here. God, aren't you sad you're not playing Fairy Mastermind instead of that crap? This thing's legendary, too. Isn't it awkward if you have 2 of them in your hand? Fairy Mastermind is so much better than that card. You know what? I'm gonna go for... I know this is gonna get countered, and I need this to resolve, so I'm gonna have this get countered instead. And if it doesn't get countered, I probably make my land drop anyway, right? Okay, it resolves. Easy. One card? I guess it's the basic. Oh, Cavern makes them uncounterable. What am I saying? Even on the impending, they're uncounterable, right? Durr. Yeah, of course. Right. There's so little counter magic being played that I almost never run into stuff like that. I don't play it myself. I think Phantom Interference is a card I cut from my Dimir deck. Whoa, this early? Okay, that's a good sideboard plan against me, but this is a little early to jam that bad boy. I'm gonna go human. This lets me cast Zur. Let's go wizard. Who are we kidding? He didn't go to wizard school for 12 years to be referred to as a human, all right? He's a wizard. Show some respect. This gift lets us binding here as well. And then, the binding is scary, though. If I bind Jace, and they have Withering Torment, they just get Jace back. That's not cool. I think I'm gonna hold off on the binding. I think I'm just gonna smite this filthy legendary. Yep. And then we'll figure out how to deal with Jace. I guess I can just get lost him, or I was gonna say Zur swing with something. Oh, there's the Phantom Interference. Okay, they kept it in. Wow. Against my Cavern of Souls. Okay, this guy does what now? 4 or more chorus counters on Malcolm. You may cast the discarded card without paying. Right. They continue to try and deck me here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do this. Get out of here. Oh, it tapped my... Oh, why didn't it... No. Oh, because this is white? Oh, I should have tapped it all myself. The fucking auto-tapper. Whatever. Not having Leyline up here is not the end of the world. We're gonna get Overlord for free next end step. I assume they kill Zur now. They have to kill Zur, right? Let's see. The cave? The cavern, yeah. Whoops. Oh, they can't counter, yeah, earlier. I realized that after I'm blabbing about counters, because that's just how I play Magic. Like, I play around what my opponents have. I don't usually play the Cavern of Souls, so I'm just playing around counters the way I normally do when, oh right, we just don't have to. I completely forgot. The cowl in me. No, I don't want Black Friday specials. Jesus Christ. Christmas is coming. Ugh. It's that meme. Sean Bean. Spam. Christmas sale spam is coming. Gix's command. Why did you... What? They pumped this and gave lifelink? You gotta kill Zur, dude. They must have cut down here, right? Oh, they just want to do some fancy bullshit with Jace? Dude. That's not the play. They have to have cut down, right? No, still no cut down. I don't need to attack them with Jace. Oh, with Zur, I'm just gonna chill. What can I discard here? Probably Sunfall. I want to make my land drop. Gain some life. So many ways to kill Malcolm. Let's go for Leyline. That draws us a card. And then leave up the Get Losts. I don't want to give them maps either. So, and Get Lost hits the next Jace if they have another one. I'm at 31 cards, so they need at least 2 Jaces to kill me here. I never want to use Leyline on a Jace, ever in this matchup. Get Lost is also perfect against Restless Reef, which is nice. Hover over that reef, give them some ideas. Ah, that's a spicy one. Okay. Okay. Wow, Ritual Chamber. Well, they picked that side, so I don't need to stop on second main here. Should I Get Lost this? I guess so. Like, it blocking my other guy. Yeah, we're just gonna find more action here. It's fine. I should have attacked with Zur last turn, maybe, and just threw away 1 damage, but I don't think that's gonna matter. Sure, I'll take any Overlord at this point. Swing. Lost this. Not gonna hit with Leyline, not yet. I can leave up the Zur activation to blank a removal spell from my opponent. Draw. Pass. Yeah, like if they have Withering Torment or some kind of way to eat an enchantment here, I can activate in response, give it hexproof. But, like, wow! Breach the multiverse! What in the actual... Oh, is this like the blue-black demons deck? Maybe that's what I'm playing against here. And they just swapped these out, or these in for the fairy masterminds. But they don't play Breach. Breach? And they're gonna Breach back a Jace. They're gonna get back one of my Overlords? Wow. Okay, very random. I haven't seen a Breach in Standard in months. Sure. Yeah, that's not bad, I guess. You get to put me to 2 cards in my library if you want. Oh no, they're gonna fuck up here. If they take the Overlord and the Jace, the Overlord trigger on the stack, I Get Lost the Jace before they can even minus. Oh, that's why they know. If they don't take Zur there, yeah, they can't actually mill me. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, they're at 18 though. I might be able to kill them here. I have 2 cards in my deck. Any 6 mana play I make draws me a card. I have to be very careful here. Okay. Okay. Here we go. You ready to get slapped? Oh, you thought Breach was good enough? Is that what you thought? No. No. With 1 card in the deck. Get out of here, Punda. Alright. We're 4-0. That was a little scary. I was not expecting a Breach the Multiverse. God damn. But they did. That was very smart. So for those of you who weren't familiar, like I had to say it really fast. I don't know. But yeah, if you put Jace into play at the same time off Breach as the Overlord, they both enter. The Overlord triggers. You can't respond. You can't activate Jace at instant speed. So the trigger has to resolve first, giving me a chance to get lost the Jace. So I think they realized that, and they took Zur instead. But of course, Zur doesn't put enough blockers into play to stop my attack. So either way, they were screwed there. You know what I mean? They could have... Yeah, like it didn't matter. I had enough enchantments to kill them, so it didn't make any difference. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for round number 5. We're 4-0 in our 5-match set here. Can't keep this one. Mulligan. A chat member mentioned at the end of last match... attacking with that Overlord, the blue Overlord, would have actually killed me because of the card draw. So there was still a path to victory there, basically attacking with everything else for 14, gaining a bunch of life, whatever, putting them to 4, and then hoping they don't kill me and killing them on the next attack. But that's sketchy. They could have killed me with any number of different things there. So Definitely a super close match. I think my opponent actually scooped too early. Am I going to keep this 6? Not. I don't think I can, right? I need green mana for this. I can't keep this, can I? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try this. We have interaction. We have a surveil land, and we're on the draw here. Maybe that's enough. I need 2 green, though. That's a tall order. Oh, it's the Teamer Otters deck. Okay. I don't think I can keep that. So they're a combo deck. The Teamer Otters deck, what do they call it? Talented Otters or whatever. Elesh Norn is going to be amazing against this deck. The only real interaction they have are bounce spells. Oh my god, you got to be kidding me here. Should I keep this? Yes, I don't know. So they're going to try and combo off with a bunch of otters with this thing and with the green, what is it called? Something of abundance. The green elk that lets all their creatures tap for any land. They only play like 20 lands or something, so yeah, they're using these other spells to find lands and whatnot. Yeah, Storm Chasers. I'm not gonna sweep this turn, so let's just keep digging. God damn it! Give me a green land! All Esper, all day. I think I'm actually gonna kill this. I'm trying to think, do they have a way to bring this back from the yard? The way they loop is with this town ain't big enough bouncing their own talent, and then talent chapter 2 gets the town back, blah blah blah. I think I'm just gonna kill this now. Actually. I'm giving them maps. Maybe that's dumb. But I do know they play some counter magic, right? They play bounce spells. I think they play some number of counter spells. I can't remember now. But it's a weird deck. It's it can just kill you out of nowhere, but it's also very easy to break up. But you just have to know what the moving parts are and what you should target. Like this is a big one. Storm Chaser's talent. And this asshole, yeah, Flood Caller. We don't have, like, Leyline is my only way to exile the deer, yeah. I've got to exile this, otherwise it comes back. But, Nano the 61, Tor for the 9, ooh, Onion, so close. Yeah, Smoltron, yeah, I know, it's translating is what makes it tough, yeah. I have no green mana. You can cast Mazur, though. Okay, I mean, I have to do this. We just have to bind this idiot. You can't let them untap with, you know, infinite mana here. They can just win the game out of nowhere with that and Flood Caller. Now I have to split up. I'm going to wait for them to Flood Call. They can't win this turn because they have no talent in play and no Enduring Vitality. Into the Flood Maw and Unsummon are their ways to bounce, which don't get binding. But I think this town ain't big enough. Hits any permanent, any non-land permanent. Yeah, 2 non-land permanents to their owner's hands. So, not cool. They're gonna flash in Flood Caller. Damn it. I didn't find a single green mana. Well, Flood Caller's really good, but he needs a board. He needs other things to be good. I could wait for them to flash it in, and then I could bind it. I'm at 12. I'm going to wipe the board here. I'm going to take the hit from Flood Caller, however big it is. Maybe they counter this. They do, they can't play Flood Caller, so that's acceptable. Okay. That's bad. Yeah, split up, not ideal. Okay. All they have is a swing. Please let me draw a green land. Dig, dig, dig. See what they pull. They can't get a land here. They're missing a land drop this turn. Ooh, that was what they needed. Yep. That is a problem. Okay. God damn it. I mean, Storm Chaser's talent can bring back this town ain't big enough, but then they can't cast it in the same turn, right? Oh, they play that main deck? Wow. Okay, must be a change they've made, because, yeah, they get wrecked so badly by enchantments and stuff like that, right? This is a sideboard card. It was never in the main deck before, but yes, it is now. GG! I think I die. Play Floodcaller, play like one spell, and I'm dead here. Oh, wow, they don't have it? Oh, great. Okay. I don't have a Sunfall. I don't even have 5 mana here, though, so I'm not even sure what I can actually do to win this game. Sure. There's the green, right on time, huh? Amazing. Okay, let's go to game 2. Unfortunately, getting a little mana screwed there. This is the problem when you play all these colors. Color screwed. Paw Patch is interesting. Hits the Vitality, hits the whatever that level up enchantment's called. Storm Chaser's talent. Rest in Peace does break up their combo. They are looping, you know, the Storm Chaser's talent into with ain't this town ain't big enough. I think Authority, the Consuls could be good here too. They do make a lot of bodies. What do you guys think? Is it Rip? Do you side in Rip? I think Rip is good. Yeah, I do want to try that. Authorities, I don't know if that's good enough. And Paw Patch? Nobody has flying. We can hit 2 things in their deck. Is that good enough? I think it's 3 is a lot. I don't know. I want to try like 1 or 2. Scroll Shift, get out. Split up, Templock, Sunfall. I think those are all fine. Overlord of the Mistmoors. Maybe cut 1. Cut 1. Zer. What do you guys like? Yeah, Get Lost also hits a lot of that stuff. You're right. Maybe Paw Patch is not amazing. I could see that. Oh, Elish Norn is good here too, isn't it? Oh no, what was I? I'm thinking of Jeskai Convoke. Never mind. What am I saying? These decks are so similar. They go wide, they make a bunch of little tokens, and then they just pump, and kill you out of nowhere, right? So I think the sweepers are good. I think I like Paw Patch. But even Overlord's okay, but... Could cut another Floodpits. I'm gonna go 1 Floodpits here. Let's try that. Yeah, you would keep all the white ones? Okay. Yeah, I cut 1. I could put it back in, but we'll see if we get game 2 here. You think Elesh is good? Yeah, Elesh is for the Mirror Leyenda. So for the Domain Overlords Mirror and for Jeskai Convoke, I think it's actually good against too. Play. The Doppelgang and the Elesh Norn for the Mirror match. I can keep this. This is a good start. See if they break it up here. I'm not sure what they're going to side in other than more Paw Patch patrols and that kind of stuff. I will keep a land on top. It's a land type I already have, which sucks for binding, but I want to make land drops here. Turn 1 talent. I could get Lost the Talent, but this is a little bit early for that. We don't need to do that on turn 1 here. Let's get the Beanstalk going, get the Overlord going. Yes, they don't have 2 mana untapped here, so they can't have like a 2 mana counter spell. Nice. You think so? So just Elesh only to benefit your own deck? I don't know. That you might be right, Card. I didn't think about that. Maybe. I've never brought an Elesh to like win more. You know what I mean? I bring her in to stop my opponents. The Bracer knows.
The Bracer156, thank you for the follow. You're a goddamn legend.
I'm gonna play an Overlord now. And draw cards. Okay, now we're off to a good start. My opponent's got the Storm Chasers going, which is good, but they need to do a little bit more than that. Want to see that white or that green endurance. Beanstalk's really good too there. I should probably just get Lost the Beanstalk now. Binding draws me a card here. I don't want to Binding the Beanstalk. I think I'm just going to get Lost the Beanstalk pass. Kind of sucks, but... And let's do it now. I don't want them to untap with bounce spells and shit like that. Get rid of that. You can have some maps. How you doing, Bracer? Hopefully life's good. It's Friday. It's not Thanksgiving where I live, but if you're American, it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving if that's where you're from. If not, hopefully you have something to give thanks for anyway. That I want to bind. Yeah, let's do it mid-combat. Draw some cards. What is this? They have one blue up here. Oh, I guess no, they have 2 mana. They could, this town ain't big enough. I should maybe hit the otter, but no. Let's get the vitality out of here. Bounce me, baby. I'll just recast it. What do you got? Yeah, there it is. The most ridiculously named card in Standard is here. Yeah, this is setting them back so far. Oh, wait. Oh, I see how they... Okay. Right. Yeah, I could have double bound there to just get it, but I'll just make them waste the mana on it first and then bind it again, right? Let's do this again. Not gonna tap out here for Fat Dork. Fat green dorks. Oh, shouldn't have played my land, though. I get savaged a little bit. Templock here to sweep this away. I'm also losing my Beanstalk, though. I don't love that. So let's just sit on the Templock. Pass. Overlord's coming soon. They benefit more than me? Really? Do you think so? It depends. I know what you mean. Yeah, the more mana they have to work with, the more, you know, all their stuff is so cheap, the more spells they can play, they're going to dig through their deck. But I think if we snipe the key pieces, it's not really possible. Like, Leyline is too cheap. If they keep spending 2 mana to bounce a Leyline or whatever. Okay, they're going to do this. Now, they need to pay 4 to bring back the... This town ain't big enough. Let's see if they do it. I will bind in response to that. And if they don't, I'm probably going to Templock my own thing away. I don't know. Yep. They go for it. No. Oh, and there's a Zur. Slap. Leyline slapped. 3, 6, 7. I go to 8. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Or I just play the tap land here. Surveil. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tap land. I could just double activate. Yeah, that seems fine, right? Let's just go Zur. And pump it up. Pump it up. I love having an empty Leyline to do this with. Feels great. Gonna gain all the life, put them to 9. Travail. Do not want. Okay. Now they not only have to combo off or whatever, they have to kill Zur, they have to kill something here. Next turn, they're going to be dealing with these big dorks. My life total is really high now. The life total is almost irrelevant, though. They can do essentially like infinite damage. Not infinite, but like they can do like 100 damage in one turn if they really want to. If they go off like hard enough, if they don't time out while they're looping. Zur's your boy, Leanda. Yeah, Zur is so funny. Like, I remember people trying this pre-rotation in Domain and quickly going like, yeah. Because they saw Leyline, they saw Zur, they're like, oh, this is great together. And it was never good enough, especially with cutdown in the format, right? It was awkward to cast. But now the deck isn't even touching red. Like, there's literally... do we even play a mountain? I don't think we have a mountain in this deck. And so the mana is a lot more streamlined. Because of the Overlords, just 3 mana, 4 mana. Now Zur on turn 5, make a 6/6, make a 5/5 with attack trigger. That is insane. So yeah, the Zur went from a 2 to a 3 to a 4 in the deck, and now we're... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, look at them go. They have the vitality. They need the this town ain't big enough with the enchantment. They need to get this ley line off the battlefield here. Yeah. So they do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See if they can do it. Like I said, they can go off out of nowhere. Let's see if they can manage. It's going to be a lot of clicking. They're probably going to time out here before they can do it. It's the other problem with decks like this. It was like Teamer Ramp was the same thing. It's too much. And if you're playing on mobile or something, forget it, right? Mega Dork. Oh, they can only cast this X is 1, or X is 0. Yeah, just to untap. I don't know if that's good enough. They're getting bigger, but... So that's 14, 10, 17, 23? I could just take this and kill them, right? 14, yeah, they realize. I don't even need to block. I'll block the 3/3, I guess, or whatever, but... okay, so I could see bringing that in. Let me try the LS. This feels a little bit win more. They don't get ETBs, but the ETBs don't matter. I mean, look at a game like that. Like I don't think Elish Norn would have done anything. I don't know. I don't think Elish Norn makes sense. Overlord kind of does though. Like putting blockers into play seems good. Maybe I just cut all the Floodpits. Let's see. Doppel. No, not Doppel. No. This card and Elish Norn I think are really just for Domain, and Elish Norn does have some use against Jeskai Convoke. But Doppelgang I could even see against like mono white, just any slow deck I could bring this in against. Even if they aren't playing a bunch of Overlords, just copying. It's just such a huge haymaker late in the game. But yeah, definitely not for this match because I don't want to copy anything of theirs, and I'm never gonna get like getting to the point where I have that much mana. They're a fast deck, like they can kill you pretty quickly. It takes a long time on their turn, but they can kill you like on turn, 5 or 6 or whatever. Awkward. I think I have to keep this though. Yeah, I guess I'll keep that. I don't know, with double migration in hand, maybe not, but I'm gonna be going turn 2, turn 3. So on turn 4 I'm gonna cycle these? I don't know. I think I'm going to keep one land. This land I'm going to ditch. That is already a land I have, and yeah, now I'm at the point where, okay, I'll make enough land drops to get me the turn where I might... Oh, what am I saying? I should have played Beanstalk last turn, right? Whoops. What am I doing? I'm like overthinking about migrations and stuff, and I just played the wrong... I should have just played Beanstalk last turn. Let me think here. Were they going to have... I care about the card draw off Beanstalk. Let me play this now and see if they counter it. This might be bait, because I haven't played a land yet this turn. Yeah, they burn a negate. Nice. Okay. Yeah. I should have played it last turn, but I think if I did play it last turn, they would have negated anyway. I needed to get the untapped green on 3 either way, right? Okay, this can't be countered, so let's just drop it like it's hot. All the sweeps, huh? Split up in Sunfall. The sweeps, the creeps, and the what is it? From sweeps, the jeeps, and the creeps? From Spaceballs? The deck is great, Leyenda. Yeah, we're 4-0 right now. This is match number 5 for YouTube. We're recording this for the YouTube channel. So yeah, the deck feels great. It is a good deck. Okay, I definitely have to bind this idiot. Oh yeah. Get that off before the flood color disappears. The deck feels super powerful. The only thing, Leyenda, is I want to make sure the match against aggro is rock solid. The aggro decks are not a good match for this deck. And when people play, like, even stuff like Scroll Shift, I think I'm going to end up cutting. I put a temporary lockdown back in the main deck, and it literally won me one of my matches already, or one of my games in one of my matches. I think playing maybe 2 lockdown, 2 split up, or you could even put like an Elspeth Smite in the main, but I think lockdown is a little bit more effective. Okay, definitely gonna find lands here, so let's do that first. I don't think I'm gonna tap Cavern though. Okay, let's go get another white source here. Black source is next. Paw Patch for the Beanstalk. I want to make sure this resolves and doesn't get negated, so I might do it on their upkeep. Let's just pass. If they tap out on my end step, obviously I'll pull the trigger then. Let's see. Yeah, go check out the YouTube channel, gang. We've got 2 YouTube channels. One of them, DamienF16_Magic, is all of just only Magic. You know, limited. We've got Constructed, of course. They bounce my thing and their thing, huh? Leyline's 1 mana here. So I'm definitely going to kill their thing in response. Oh, shit. Oh, I have to use green on this. Okay. Ooh, wait. Okay. Ooh, no response. Okay, nice. Okay, round and around we go. They play another Beanstalk. I eat this. What a match. Lots of stuff happening. Instant speed on the stack. Yeah, God, Valley Floodcaller is nasty. Non-creature spells have flash. Opponent playing well. Opponent knows what they're doing over there too. But yeah, I've got to cut off that card draw engine. Oh boy, that's yeah, offspring. So they get to double impulse here. That's nice. I get to split up probably. They find this town ain't big enough. Another Up the Beanstalk. Yeesh. I could have heard Migration, but with 2 sweepers in my hand, let's get that done first. And I don't know, when they're tapped out, they have negate. Maybe I should have just gone for Herd Migration there. Maybe that's good enough. I don't know. It's a weird one. I want to bait their negates. I want to bait, have them overextend a little bit, and then hammer time. The hammer comes down, last spell. They can't beat it, right? After their resources are exhausted. But they have that Beanstalk. They have another one now. They're not gonna. Okay, well, guess so. I'm down on this exchange every time. They're getting 2 cards. I'm spending a card to deal with their card that drew 2 cards, Okay. And you might say, well, save the Sunfall for their song turn, but they're gonna kill me that turn, actually. They're gonna give all those guys pumps. Okay, I'm gonna rock this. We're getting the Overlord as well here. Threatening a big swing. They don't have a sweeper, I'm pretty sure. Would it be crazy if they sided in Aetherize? Probably, right? That would be insane. Yeah, split up with authority. Yeah, Leanda, yes. I've mentioned that a couple times. I love that interaction. But split up is not amazing. Yeah, I know. I totally agree. Split up is not amazing. It's just 3 mana, so you just kind of need it. Against the most aggressive decks, it is just a 3 mana Wrath. But I like a mix of Templock split up. Templock also really good at hitting a bunch of other random decks in the format, like Black-Red Sacrifice is running around now, or like Blue-Green Tempo, or White-Blue Aggro. You'll run into white-blue aggressive decks playing like Sheltered by Ghosts, and not enchanties, not like with ethereal armor, but with a bunch of other low-to-the-ground aggro cards, all white and blue. They play a couple No More Lies to try and, protect their board. And just having a 3-mana sweeper against decks like that is insane. I also like Templock, even when you're playing 4 Get Losts in the deck, and sometimes you give them so many maps that it's like, god damn it. They end up, getting a little bit too much advantage back off that. Just Templocking all them away along with whatever creatures they have is also pretty nice. But yeah, Aetherize, I'm just spitballing here. I've not seen Aetherize in any lists, but I'm just trying to think of what I could lose to if I Alpha Strike here. Aetherize. I'm scaring myself. It's stories of the boogeyman here. Nobody's playing Aetherize in standard, right? What's the worst that could happen? Should I alpha? What's the worst that could happen? They go Valley Floodcaller on end step. They can't take all this damage, so they have to do some blocking. They flash in Floodcaller. They play this town ain't big enough. Or sorry, they this town ain't big enough. They're gonna bounce whatever blocks here, like the Thunder Trap and the Leyline. They're gonna get back Floodcaller. I'm gonna kill it with yeah. Let's just swing. We don't have a choice. We can't not attack here. We have to attack. And if I'm gonna attack, I should just Alpha Strike. And if I see Aetherize, I'm Nostradamus here. No, they don't have anything like that. Okay. Okay, Paw Patch is fine. I gotta kill that guy immediately. But I want them to use this town ain't big enough first. Because... fucking hell. Yep. If I get lost and then this town ain't big enough on the Floodcaller and save it, that's disaster, right? I also have Sunfall. This is mid-combat. I really don't want to Sunfall my board away, but I might have to just to not die on the follow-up. Okay, let's see what they do for blocks. Again, they can't take all this damage. There we go. And they're bouncing Storm Chasers. So I could get lost the Storm Chaser. You're drawing 2 cards. Fucking hell. Okay. I'm gonna actually hit the enchantment here. Let all this happen. Don't care what happens to my beasts because I'm gonna Sunfall. And then take whatever they've got. Yeah, sure. Okay. These rats can't block, right? Okay, so I get a big creature here. And I'm at their mercy. I'm at 23. They can obviously song, but they have no pumps. They have no way to buff it yet. Hopefully not. Okay, we got rid of Storm Chasers. They can't buy this town ain't big enough back. I hate that. Like, there's no way to abbreviate this card and make it not sound stupid. Yeah, that's pretty good. 8. But they're at 10. I guess, oof, it's not good. Okay. Am I gonna go for this? I have to, right? Put them to 3? I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm at 15. They have a full grip though. God damn it. I feel like I'm gonna lose this game. There's no way I'm gonna win this game, right? I have to top deck something. Yeah, they had the right tools. I didn't have enough pressure. I didn't find a Zur to like smash them or anything. Didn't find the white Overlord. Ooh, that's not good. That's my blocker gone, but I think it doesn't matter about the blocker. Even if I had a blocker here, just 7 of these guys getting through, if they get pumped, I'm dead. So if they have another Floodcaller plus some spells, I'm dead here, right? Floodcaller pumps the rats, of course. Wherever he is, he's exiled, right? Yeah. Okay, that's not a Floodcaller. If they have an Enduring Vitality, they get to make like infinite mana here as well. Okay. Oh, yeah, they just want to bounce the token. Okay, sure. Yeah, so I can draw a sweeper here and maybe survive this. Okay. An awkward match, to be sure. But, yep, do your little loop. I don't have any direct damage. I have no enchantments in play. That is not going to do it. Good game. All right. We lose our last one there. Pretty unlucky, I think. That kind of match is so bizarre. It can go either way at the drop of a hat. Like, you could be going from, like, 95% to win to suddenly, oh, they drew bounce spell into, you know, then they just chain. Jeez. Anyway, 4-1 is not bad. I will see you in the next match. Overlord's looking good. Peace.